Hello guys, what's up? This is Shark Talk and welcome back to my channel. Today's video is about this new banner that we got. It is a very different banner. We already had something in the past. There was an anti-dissension banner as well, but it was against a fire weakness boss. This time we're getting this anti-dissension lightning element weapons. And a lot of people were asking me to do this video, and they are asking if this banner is worth or not. Well, we'll have to give a look on these weapons, and there are some things about it that may seem worth for some, but mostly not. Well, let's just click the banner so we can get more information as we speak. And there's two new weapons here. It's called Ceremonia, it's a staff. The third staff that we get in a row, maybe from Lightning Element. We had Dual Cross, now we just got Mithril, and the Mithril staff, that's from Final Fantasy Core Keeper, and then now we have Ceremonia. But is Ceremonia better than Dual Cross? Dual Cross is damage oriented, and Mithril Rod is only supportive, so this is trying to compete with Dual Cross. And now let's just give a look on the two weapons. Besides Ceremonia, the other weapon is called Blitzed Brave. Blitzed Brave, this one is the guarantee weapon when you summon. And sadly, this one is the worst of the two. And well, there's some things that we need to check here, and this banner will just last for some time. It's only 3 days. There's not much time for you to think about it. But every time you summon, you can only summon twice. It says here limited to 2 times. You'll be getting the Blitz Brave as a guarantee. And you'll also be getting this bonus item called the E-Crystal, an ES Burst Lightning. You get one by each summon, so summoning twice you get 2 of it. So a lot of people don't know what this works, and I'll try to explain, but after I give a look on the weapons. So the Blitz Brave is not something I like because, well, it's extreme base damage. We all like it, it's the highest base we have so far. We will be getting maximum in the future, but extreme is still the base. And what it says here is to use extreme base damage, and nothing more besides this. There's one passive, and it's Apply Paralyze. So Apply Paralyze is quite strong. Paralyze is one of the passive builds in the game, but does it work on bosses? Well, actually no. There's very few bosses in the game that will be able to inflict Paralyze on them. And maybe some bosses on towers will be able to inflict, but most of the top hardest bosses you won't be able to apply Paralyze, but maybe sometimes you have to understand that it's not exactly common. But if you do really want to paralyze an enemy, you better try to do it by using Renval, an Ethereal Queen. You don't exactly need this weapon, but it could be used when the circumstances come. But like I said, it's very circumstantial. So besides this weapon, we have also Ceremonia Staff, and Ceremonia Staff is quite awkward. It has only 2 uses. We are on the era, and most weapons comes with 3. Even the Blitz Brave also comes with 3 uses, and this one comes with 2. And there's a catch. You have to reach action skill count 5 for you to get 3 uses of it. And it comes with the lightning enchantment, but it doesn't say that it's the large one. So even by clicking here on weapon details, it only says light enchantment, but it doesn't say large. So the lightning enchantment normal is less buff. So I think that people said that this one is 5% and 2.2% when using as a sub. So it doesn't make much difference. The Dual Cross has better damage. It increases 7% when it's not evolved, and 12% when it's evolved to Legendary Evolution. This one will probably evolve to large when you evolve it to get 7% boost. It's still not worth. So if you have Dual Cross, this weapon it simply doesn't compete with Dual Cross because Dual Cross is way better. But what more has this banner to offer to us? Getting the Blitz Brave is not something that I would recommend, because even the weapon from Ethereal Queen Halloween event was better. I forgot the name. Candelabra, something Candelabra. So that weapon is still better than this one as well. So very not recommended. But then when you summon, you get something very unique here, and it's the. Let me just check. Also, we have to talk about the rates. It's 7.5%, and it won't increase. It's fixed. So even less of a deal for you to summon. But when we click here on Divine Weapon traits, then we talk about the ES burst again. See that you get 2 by summoning twice. And let's just check back on other events that also give us the ES burst to check how they cost. When you see here on the event from Summer Freya, if I do remember correctly, they also give it by exchange booth. Let's just go to exchange booth so we can see. And we also can get as ES burst crystals here. You can see Holy and Nice. But they cost 3 support points, so 3 support tickets. This will cost you 3 summons for a single one. So that equals 6 summon for 2 of them. But is it that worth for you to spend 6 support ticks on this? Well, this is a very in-game thing. And I'll try to explain to you what happens is that these ES bursts is actually an incant skill that you can give to your character. You can give it even to characters that already have, like Valkyrie Anatomia. You know that you can actually change her incant skill. She comes bundled with Ice Blasting, and Ice Blasting is something that increases her normal attack by up to 30% increase, and can be used twice per battle. So it's actually quite nice, but she herself is not a character that is exactly geared for this, because her limited skill actually increases action skill damage. You can see increases on ice or fire action skill damage for 1 turn. The boost is 40%. It's quite high, but only on turn 3 and limited to once per battle. So it's just single 3 shots that you have to do on the same turn. So what happens is that you can exchange her. Let's just check here. Her Ice Blasting for that Ice AS Burst. That case. So we will just have something here that we could be using to exchange it. But in her case, it's not that bad. Maybe it's not that worth. But you could do this just to increase more. So the ES burst increases 20% of the ES damage. It's different from what could I say? Arbiter Hurst. Arbiter Hurst has something very similar. She has the same thing that increases her action skill damage, but it's inferior because it's a 5-star version. And let's just go there to check her, so I think this can explain better. Let me check for mine. Here, Arbiter Hurst. Technically, you can check her AS Assist Dark. AS Assist Dark increases dark action skill damage. What AS Burst would do is just increase the same thing, but by higher values. This one can reach 10%, and AS Burst can reach 20%. So maybe if you're trying to do something like this for a character like Arbiter Hurst, you will need a Dark AS Burst Crystal. So you understand, you will just get double the value, but it's still only 10% increase for such a hard age. And the worst of all is that for upgrading the AS Burst, you still have to use some very unique material, and it's the gold scroll that we are getting so far from some events, some bosses, and which was very costly. It usually costs 1,000 currency from an event, and you need 20 of it. 5 for the first level, 5 for the third level, for the second level, to level 2 to level 3, and then to level 3 to level 4 you need 10. So 12, 20. So for the last upgrade from level 4 to level 5, it costs another 20 for you to upgrade. It's impossible to do this. So you really need a duplicate to reach level max, or else you just stop on level 4. So well, this is an option for people that trying to get to the end game and be strong and don't have many options to get stronger. And only 2 summons for 2 E crystals. So well, if you're a free-to-play player, skip this banner. It's not for you. But if you're a paying player, a pay-to-play player, and you want this to get some increase in your damage, and you don't know what more you can do to increase, this could be worth. But for which character? You're asking me. Well, this character, this event has a lot of characters with lighting. We got Halloween, Terror Queen. She could be used that AS first, and the other character is from here, and you can check it's Broom Rufus. We'll have to check the details so we can talk about it more. He also has the same thing as Eventide Hakurai from turn 3 onwards. He increases his own lightning action skill damage by 40%. So you can replace this lightning blessing that increased normal attack to increase even more your action skill damage. So getting 40 plus 20 equals 60% increased damage on action skill. It's just for making more nuke strategies. Bright Alicia can't do that because she already has a very unique type of enchant skill, and it's very okay. You don't need to replace it. It's just increase on purify attack damage. She's a god, she's a Valkyrie, and she can be used in the main slot. She is better to be used with this. So, well, this is it, guys. I think if you're a free-to-play player, just keep the banner. If you're not, and you're wanting to just get more power, maybe think about it if you have the characters to use it. There's also some characters in the future that you will use it on better. Knight Alicia is one of them. You'll be using the AS Burst Crystal as well. So, well, you decide. That's it, guys. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't, and we see each other on the next video. Bye.